You're golden. So let's dive into it. Sorry, my throat's a little itchy right now. So if you hear a little mucus coming up, don't sweat it. You can't get sick from over there. All right.
Okay.
Anyways, let's start off with some wins. Let's bring some energy.
Yeah. Um, I think wins is I've been getting into cardio more. That walking pad really made a difference for me. So I'm doing that. I've been pretty good with my nutrition in general, except for like the past like 2 days. But yeah, so those I guess are wins. I've been doing pretty well in terms of like weights. I feel stronger.
Okay.
Um, yeah.
So strength is increasing, cardio is good, nutrition is good. And how is this actually impacting your life?
Oh, yeah. Um, well, I feel more confident for sure. And just yeah, like I've just been showing myself that I can do this. So that's been trickling into other areas of my life, which is really exciting. Um, I feel healthier. I know one of the things I mentioned to you when we had our initial call was my knee. I think my right knee was the one that was kind of like weak. It's just because my muscles weren't super strong yet. I haven't had that issue recently. So just a lot of good wins in that front. My body needed that change. So I've been seeing that as a positive thing. I like the gym now. Like it's been really a part of my life. And what I mean by like is like it's been a part of my lifestyle now. And I see the importance of it and my body asks for it. And I enjoy going there. I enjoy showing myself that I can do it. Feeling healthy, all that stuff. So yeah, so it's been a good thing. It's been very positive.
I
But
love it. And you mentioned that it's been kind of trickling into every other aspects of your life as well. Tell me a little bit more about that.
yeah, well, one of them, like there were a couple pending stuff and that I was telling myself I wanted to do, but I wouldn't do them. So, I mean, we can go as basic as like organizing my room and getting new stuff for it. So like getting drawers or whatever, things that I like knew I needed to get done, but I just didn't want to do it. Like stuff like that. Like it goes as small as that. Like when I know I need to do those things, like now the mentality is like I just have to get them done, just get them done. Like you know what I mean? Like it's kind of like that's like the mentality of it that I have now versus before. I'm like, oh, I'll do it later, I'll do it later. Or like this is too hard, I'm not gonna do it. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. So yeah, it goes as small as that and as big as like I play the violin and I have been telling myself that I want to start recording because I think that will help me improve. And like, just also the whole creativity aspect of it, I think there's something in there and I just haven't done it. It's been literally like a year and a half, 2 years since like post grad. I just have not touched that. So like, and like recently I'm like, you know what? I just need to buy the computer and I just need to do it. Like, you know what I mean? Just like, I need to start. And now the mentality isn't this whole pressure of like, it needs to work out the first time I try. Now it's like, it's going to be a process. I'm going to learn how to use the equipment. It's going to take time. I need to be patient with myself, but like still keep showing up because then at one point, I'll just be able to record and it'll be second nature. You know what I mean? So stuff like that. Now I can just tell, like mentally speaking, I have a different approach versus before. It was like this pressure of like, it needs to be perfect. It needs to be like this. Like if it doesn't work out the first time, I'm frustrated. Like I can't do it. Like it's not like that anymore. And that was something I was working on even like before joining the program. And there was a lot of like growth in that, but like now like it's more like the physical part of it now. Like now we're actually putting this into action, which has been really awesome. So
Yeah, I hear that. I love that. I mean, that's why we guys help you more than anything with like the mindset around this. Like it's
yeah.
literally 95% of it. And I love that for you where it's just like, you're so used to 0 to 100 and then kind of like being in this paralyzing position because it's overwhelming where you're like, I can't live up to that every single day. How am I going to do all of this? Right. But that's not how anything should be done. It's like go step by step, get in the rhythm of it, create momentum, fail a lot, learn a lot, and then just keep pushing forward. And then you start to really become in alignment to what you want to do with your life.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect example, what you're doing here in the program. So,
Yeah. Yep. And it's been so helpful, like having the support and like it literally feels like it was just kind of like sped everything. You know what I mean? Like it just accelerated, that's the word. Accelerated the whole process and just yeah, I knew I needed this. Like in hindsight, like even like um reflecting on it these past couple of days, I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you, Lord. Like I actually needed to be part of this program, genuinely. Like, you know what I mean? Like just like seriously, like I see how much it's helped me. And I think it's something I'll refer back to a lot in my life in the future of just like, yeah, that was part of my growth, like was joining this program, like that this was part of me getting to the other side. You know what I mean? So I think the more I'm a processor, so the more I think about it, like I just know deep inside I'm like, this is gonna be something I'm gonna refer to a lot. So yeah, so it's been a blessing.
Amen. Amen to that. Well, we're glad you're here, and I'm glad God connected us for sure.
Hmm.
Um, I think what's most important too, I remember that first call, you were like, yeah, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna do personal training with this random Joe Schmo. So I'm gonna let you know, right? I'm like, Steph, you can definitely let me know, but I know from the bottom of my heart that this is exactly what you need for
Yeah.
you to get to where you need to be at.
Yep.
That's why we have those in-depth conversations, right? Because if you didn't tell me any of that on the first call, I'd be like, yeah, personal trainer, go for it, right? But I know this is exactly what you needed, right?
Yep, for
What
sure.
do you feel like was the key like difference in regarding to like having someone in person to kind of having a coach like this?
Yeah. Like in person versus online.
Yeah, because you mentioned you've tried that before, right?
Oh yeah, years ago. It was my sophomore year of college. But well, the big difference, not even like the in-person online thing, it's more of just like what you guys offer. Like it's so much more than just like you even mentioned it on our first call, but like me diving into the program, I actually see it firsthand. Like, the program you guys have, like you guys offer more than just like a set of workouts to do to reach your goal, which is important. Obviously, like me to put in the work, but there's other aspects of that. Like you guys preach this all the time, but like there's other aspects of it that come into play for you to see your results. And it's not just the physical movement, it's also like the mental, the eating, the support. Because at least for me, that was something in the beginning that I know I mentioned to you. Like I would go in and out of the gym. Like I would stay for like a week, was super locked in, focused. And then whatever happened, it strayed away. I stayed away for 3 months. And then it's that whole routine. Like I was just never consistent. So having um like a community and having you guys help out with that really helped, because like even in those moments that I'm like, ah, yeah, I would have just quit. Like post Brazil, to be honest, if it was up to me, I would have just stopped. Like seriously, like after Brazil, I would have just like been done. Be like, yeah, we're gonna just chill for 2 months and then go back to this in March. Like when I wake up, you know what I mean? So it's just like those moments, as much as like in the beginning, I all I wanted to do was chill. And like when you guys were like telling me to go to the gym, I was like, I don't want to go. Like, you know what I mean? Like just those things, like, oh, this is annoying. But like it was good though, because like I actually needed that. You know what I mean? Like it just goes to show that like my nature would have been to just not go. You know what I mean? And how much like I needed like that push, the community of people being like, no, this is actually hard. Like, I was sick too, but I still did it. Like that whole thing like really helped. So I guess, yeah. So that's like the difference between having like a trainer, just like one-on-one training versus this, because you guys just offer so many other resources that honestly makes a huge difference versus just getting like, workout program.
Yeah. And I like how you mentioned kind of like the whole community aspect, right? How beneficial was having the community supporting you and also having the coaches on top of that as well for you?
Oh, super. Because like you're not alone, which I'm sure people say that all the time, but you're not alone, but also like people bring up stuff that you might be struggling with as well. It's like, oh shoot, like I'm glad they're asking this because I was wondering the same. I didn't know how to ask it. Like, you know what I mean? Or like, oh, it's good to know that like this is something that people go through in the journey. For example, Josh bringing up the whole food thing. I was gonna bring it up too, but he brought it up first. I'm like, oh, that's great to know, like that he's also having that problem. You know what I mean? So it's just like, yeah, it helps. Like even if in the moment it's not something I'm struggling with or thinking about, I'll just pin it in my head and it'll end up being something down the line that I'll refer back to or remember or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's just been good in that aspect. Um, yeah, we're all just literally doing it together and learning as we go. So yeah, so that was super, super cool.
Let's go. And what would you say it's like the biggest difference you've seen about yourself and like what you're most proud of in general?
Yeah, no, that's a good question. Um, Honestly, for jumping in and doing it. To be honest, I'm very proud of myself for just doing that, because I think I realized that the season for me right now is now. Like, I mean, I have time. You know what I mean? Like, I'm single. I'm not like I'm working full time. Yeah, sure, that's a lot. But I mean, there's people who are like single mothers. You know what I mean? That just you have so much other stuff on your plate. So there's ways to prioritize it. And right now, I think I have the space and time to learn about it now. So like, I'm very proud of myself that I just jumped into it and stopped overthinking it. You know what I mean? Like after I'm like, you know what, I just need to do this. I'm just gonna do it. Like, you know what I mean? And just like chose to give it a leap of faith and to be like, okay, this is something I've wanted to achieve. And like, it's not just for the person next to me, it's also for me too. So, because I have people in my life that are gym junkies, and like I've seen how much it's changed their life, and they feel more confident. They in their body and their, you know, and their style, all that stuff. And I've always admired that, but I'm like, oh, that's not for me. So it's just cool to see of like, oh no, this can be something for me. You know what I mean? I'll make it my own, but like there, yeah, like it's something that I can achieve as well. So that's been pretty cool. So I'm proud of myself for that and for making this a priority of like taking the steps to take care of myself and whatever that means. And this was definitely one of those.
I
Yeah.
know you know it could be scary to fully commit to yourself and go all in and make it a priority. You don't know what's on the other side of that. You never done it before.
Yeah.
What was kind of your thought process in that pivotal moment for you,
Yeah. Of like making it a priority.
where you were like, "Yo, Mateo, I'm in.
Oh,
Like, let's get started." What was that shift where you're like, "Nah, like I'm ready to get things moving forward. I want
yeah.
to do it for
It's
myself."
honestly, it's me realizing that I was already thinking about it in the first place. Like it was something I was already considering, but I was afraid to do it. Do you know what I mean? I think I was afraid of the cost, not money wise, but cost more of like time, effort, discipline. You know, I knew I was gonna have to adjust my life, and like I just didn't really want to. Like, you know what I mean? So I think it's more of that, and like yeah, and having to prioritize it, all the things. So I think I was just like afraid of whatever. So yeah, so I think yeah, it's just realizing like okay, I've been thinking about this. Honestly, like this is kind of the time for it. I have the ability to do this. Like why not jump? Like what am I going to wait for? What am I waiting for? Like generally I think that's what I was like realizing with myself. It's like what am I waiting for? Like some program online, like this is like a great opportunity, like you know what I mean, like there's really no other better option. Why not just go for it? It's like right in front of you anyways. Like that's kind of what I like pieced in my head, and I'm like, well, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I tried. I'll find like a different program or something else if this isn't it, but like let me just go for it. And honestly, like I already told you this before, but it was more than I expected for sure. Like you told me a little bit about the program, but when I jumped in, I was like, oh shoot, there's actually a lot. Like looking through the app and like just the way everything you guys do was with so much intentionality and so what's the word that I want? Just so much detail and stuff. And I'm like, oh wait, this is actually so intentional and so like well done and well thought out and very I don't know what the word is, dense, not dense, but you know what I mean. Like this is like there's a lot here. It's not just you know, workout. Here's a quick meal plan that works for everybody. Like, no, like it's very in depth and like super worth it. So, like, yeah, it was just, it exceeded my expectations for sure. The more I dove into it.